many people are really putting too much emphasis on whether or not the Lakers and LeBron win an in-season tournament other than LeBron and his teammates. I don't think that the mass of people who are having these conversations, because number one, there was no in-season tournament back in the day when you made up this whole Michael Jordan stuff that you keep going through in your own mind about versus LeBron and all those sort of things. I think it certainly, for LeBron James, helps him, okay, and his teammates. Because winning sometimes is contagious, man. You win and it's like it spreads. And so if you have a habit of winning in situations of tough competition, because the competition on the other side, you best believe the Pelicans, and let's assume Milwaukee comes out of the other side, they're trying to win it too. So you're in there, you're not just showing up with your bags at the hotel room and to the locker room and sit on the bench. You're in there for real competition. This is important to those 4 teams that are in Las Vegas playing on the floor. It may not be important to everybody else, and you can have the argument, oh, well, you know, does it help his case as a GOAT? You're going to have these arguments or these conversations about Michael Jordan being better than so-and-so, and so-and-so being better than LeBron, and is Kobe Bryant in the conversation, and is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the conversation. I know you want a definitive answer from me, but as I always say, Skip, and I'll continue to say, if I'm not having a conversation starting with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar about the best player to ever play at every single level, despite the time, the rules, all of those sort of things, then why are we even having a conversation?
So you're on the record now, Kareem is the GOAT.
No. What I am on the record saying is if we're not having is starting the conversation, because it's always Michael and LeBron. We never put a guy in there that was dominant in high school. They changed the rules in college, you know, the NBA. And don't tell me for 5 years with the Lakers he didn't do anything, not until he got Magic, because the argument can be made that Michael Jordan didn't do anything till he got Scottie Pippen. So that's not so you don't want to get into that conversation.
I do, but
you don't. Why would you?
Because Michael was scaring the hell out of everybody pre-Scottie
And Kareem
Pippen.
wasn't?
Yeah.
Well, he did win a championship with Oscar in Milwaukee. I give you that. And then he went to L.A. and he was pretty quiet for, it was 4 years before Magic arrived.
Are you?
Okay? Kareem was more of a follower than a leader. Magic was the ultimate leader.
Now you're talking about something different, though, Skip. You're moving the goalposts. Now you're talking about leadership. If that was the case, that dude across from us, that our colleague, is the best sports in the history of player in the history of sports because his leadership was unquestionable.
Well, I've made the case he's the best wide receiver ever.
No, I ain't even talking about. That's set that aside. I'm talking about his leadership.
Well, I was there. I was there.
The dude didn't play with me not one bit. But he led me by not even knowing he was leading me just by his examples of the things he was doing.
Truth.
So you can't use that, Skip. We know Michael was a different type of leader. Magic was a different leader. You can't use that.
Well, just did.
But Key, that that is Michael was different though. You know, Skip, when you talk about it, even if Cap was quiet. LeBron, I mean, then Bird and Magic. You know, Magic had the pizzazz, but Bird was quiet.
Yes.
What scared people and what you're talking about, Skip. If Michael Jordan didn't come in saying, I'm trying to be your friend. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you can't be my friend unless you help me win. And he let that be known that this is what he was about. This is all he's about. I don't have an issue with that. LeBron, listen, the question we are asking how much of this in-season tournament is going to help towards that GOAT talk of LeBron James. When we talk about it, I don't think it will help much because we're going to sit here and say, man, Jordan got 6, LeBron got 4. I don't get on out of here with that in-season tournament stuff. Nobody want to hear that mess. You know, nobody want to hear that mess. 10 years from now, if it grows like they want it to grow, and LeBron has 3 of them with his other 4 NBA championships, in the end tournament has grown, hopefully like they had the NBA Finals grow.
Yeah,
they may want to add something to him then
Michael,
later.
The thing is, in this situation, though, Skip, I understand it's fascinating, right? We had a conversation early on in Kobe's career as the next Michael Jordan and all those sort of things, and it shifted to LeBron as the mantle was eventually passed on, and LeBron's been to, 10 NBA Finals or some number like that, and he's won 4, and we continue to keep having this conversation about Michael Jordan. I love Michael Jordan, man. Michael Jordan taught me a lot, okay? There's no question about it, but you cannot compare. It's just, there's no comparison when you start Michael Jordan, LeBron, like they're different players, different eras, different styles, different leadership.
Okay.
You just can't do it.
So you're opting out of the debate. I got you.
That's not what I'm doing.
Well, you are, but here's the point. If LeBron leads the Lakers to this first in-season tournament championship, it will help his GOAT case a little bit. It just will, because it is another achievement. Right now, all he's got going for him in the GOAT debate is longevity records. He needs body of work. He needs 20-plus years career. I think I'm speaking. That's why I'm very serious, because he needs accolades. He is now the all-time leading NBA scorer, and he did go into the bubble, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that we hope, knock on wood, will never happen to us again. He went into the bubble and won a bubble championship. If he goes into this little bubble in Las Vegas, it's not like that bubble was in Orlando, but if he goes to Las Vegas and wins this championship, it's another little feather.
No, what it is for you to be able to say he's a bubble champion again. That's what it is.
Well, there's an asterisk on that one, because that was bubblicious, man. That was, nobody wanted to be there.
So if he gets 6, he's really got 5 to you. If he gets 6, if they win this year, in 2 years from now, they get another one.
It's got an asterisk on it, but I just don't want to hear people say, oh, he just won half a championship because he won the in-season tournament.
Who would say that
He's
other
now
than
got 4.5?
Who would try to set that narrative other than you?
There are billions of blind witnesses out there who will set that narrative starting on Saturday night if he pulls this off, and he well might. I think he will pull this off. So the point is, you have to do it with body of work, totality, to try to match up with a guy who went to 6 finals and won 6 MVPs with a 6-0 record. Yes. It's hard to fight because you're 4-6 in the postseason. It's difficult because you lost 6 times in the postseason, 6. So he won as many as you have lost.
So if LeBron,
it's impossible to.
So LeBron need what does LeBron need? How many championships does LeBron need to satisfy you, Skip?
Okay, well, he's already lost 6, so I don't think he's going to get to 12-6, right? So he's not going to double up on his, 6-0 to 12-6.
So
yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about
well, if you win 6, well, what happened in the 6 times he's lost?
Or what happened? Or what happened? Many times Michael didn't hit to him.
What happened against Dallas the first go around in Miami with the Heatles? What happened to LeBron?
What happened to Michael in Detroit when Detroit was knocking Michael out, or Boston was knocking Michael out,
finals,
or Orlando was sending Michael home?
Finals with Dwayne Wade, with Chris Bosh.
They lost.
What happened in games 4, 5, and 6? After LeBron James went back to his hotel room in Dallas, after he went up 2-1, what happened, Keyshawn? He started making a list of people he's going to say, I told you so, you so, you so, you so. And what happened then, right on schedule in Game 4 and then Game 5 and 6, LeBron had the 3 worst finals games he's ever had.
It's well documented. Okay. He didn't play well. And what was the guy, the guard, that smaller, oh, God, you know the guard I'm talking about in Dallas, that he couldn't post up.
Yeah.
I can't even think of the name. I'm drawing a blank because I'm sitting here listening to you just go on and on about him not being able to finish the deal, but he was there. There's people that were not there, including Michael Jordan, that did not get to the finals until he got Scottie Pippen. And then all of a sudden, we want to act like MJ, who I love to death, is all MJ and nobody else. You can't do that, Skip.
So do you think Scottie Pippen was equal to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Do I think Scottie Pippen was equal to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? For his team, yes.
What happened to Scottie after he left Michael?
For his
What
team,
happened?
yes.
No.
What do you mean? He went to Portland. Portland wasn't good like that.
No, he went to Houston.
Well, he was at Houston
That
first.
didn't
Yeah,
work,
they
and
just
then
it didn't
Portland
work out.
It
Then
didn't work
Portland,
out.
so what though?
Yeah.
You try to say that it doesn't matter that Michael didn't get to the finals at the times that he didn't have Scottie. It matters if you're gonna use the same argument to say LeBron lost 6, he was in it. He was in them.
Okay, what happened to LeBron against the Spurs in 2014? Do you remember 2014? They got eliminated in 5 games in the NBA Finals, and starting in games 2, 3, 4, and 5, LeBron played, by his standards, lousy basketball. Help me out. I don't know. That happened. You can't erase that,
He was
right?
a kid.
Okay. He wasn't a kid in 2014. He was maybe, if you go back to 2007 against the Spurs.
Oh yeah, you said Spurs. Oh, you said
Okay,
14, not 7.
2014, this is after 2013, when, remember, Ray Allen saved his legacy.
Yeah.
LeBron missed the three-point shot.
That's part of your teammates. That's what they supposed to do.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve Kerr knocked down late threes too.
He made one. Yep. John Paxson made one.
John Paxson knocked late threes down too.
Yep, but Michael called the Steve Kerr play in the huddle. He said both of them are going to come in.
Okay,
I'm
he
gonna give you the
called
ball,
it.
You're going to make this shot. Ray Allen, nobody called that play because LeBron missed the shot, and
Yes,
Chris
he
Bosh
missed
got
it.
the offensive rebound.
Yeah, it tipped it out to Ray, and Ray knocked it down.
Because Pop had taken Tim Duncan out of the game. Help me out there. I never got that one. But Ray Allen hit the greatest clutch shot I have ever seen to tie the game and send it in overtime. Then LeBron helped take over, and LeBron was great in Game 7 because my team couldn't get back up off the floor. Okay, so that's what happened. He's got potholes all through his legacy, dating back to his final series in Cleveland, the first go-around, when his owner accused him of quitting. Of quitting? Well, that's a pockmark on your legacy. So you're trying to overcome it.
You really listening to Dan Gilbert?
Well,
You really gonna listen to him?
Well, I don't know.
Who basically LeBron went back to Cleveland.
He did.
And won him a championship. And the guy basically had to eat crow to get LeBron to come back.
I don't think he ate crow, but they just decided to coexist, and they won a championship together.
Okay.
Right?
They decided to coexist.
Okay. So, and in that last series in Boston, it was reported on ESPN, because I was there at the time, that LeBron had to be sedated for games 4, 5, and 6 against Boston because he was having an issue with a teammate in the locker room. Well, I don't know. There are all these excuses, but there are all these potholes in the legacy where you say, well, how did that happen? These things never happened to Michael Jordan. Michael never had a bad finals.
Okay,
right?
so maybe I haven't looked at all his numbers, but I'm sure if I go and I look through some of these games, whether it was finals or certain rounds, you're going to find holes, man.
Try game one.
Nobody's 100% perfect.
Try game 1 against the Celtics with no Scottie Pippen when he scored 63. And after the game, Larry Bird said, I think I just saw Jesus in sneakers.
They still lost.
Jesus in sneakers. That was one of the all-time great teams, that Celtics team. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.